All right, today we're going to go over a very simple and effective way you can stretch your neck at home. We often give this to patients when they have neck pain. So all you need is a towel. We're going to do partner-assisted towel traction. So use a towel. You're going to have whoever you're treating lie down. Usually on a bed works really well, so they can be about at your hip height, and then they can just be completely relaxed with their head relaxed on the table. We're going to use a towel. This is basically a hand towel size. Works really well. Usually folded up into about thirds or fourths lengthwise. So now you have something about like this. Then we're going to take it and we're going to put it under the patient's head. So we're going to lift the head and just relax down all the way to the table or bed, whatever you're using, so they're completely supported and relaxed. Now with it here, you're going to aim for the base of the skull, right about here, to pull up and then back. As I'm pulling back, I'm not really using my arms, I'm just using my legs and kind of leaning back. One thing with this is it should always be comfortable for the patient. It shouldn't hurt. They shouldn't get any pain that radiates. And I'm going to let go slowly. I'm going to do that again one more time. So you're going to pull up into the skull and back. Hold for about 10 seconds. Again, no pain in the neck. Should feel like a nice stretch. No pain that radiates, especially any pain in the arm, tingling or numbness in the arm. If any of that happens, stop. And then you're going to let go. I usually hold for about 10 seconds, and I'll have patients do that at home with their partner. About 10 seconds for 10 reps daily. If you have any pain, stop and then let us know, and we can talk about what that means if maybe this isn't a good option for you. Some common pitfalls with this are pulling too hard. So if you're pulling so hard that there's pain or creating any radiation, that's too hard. So you need to lessen the pull. I'm really just holding on and leaning back a little bit as I do it. That's all you need to do. Usually feels really good. Another common pitfall is that the towel slips around. So one problem with that is often that maybe you're holding it too far to the edges, or you're not pulling up high enough into the base of the skull first. So you want to make sure maybe you grip a little bit lower, pull up into the base of the skull first, and then back. Another common problem is that you might squish people's ears, so just be careful of that. It's not very comfortable. Sometimes people will get too close with the towel and it feels like the ears are kind of getting rubbed off. So be careful with that. Another common thing that we see is the patient just isn't relaxed, either because they're not relaxed or maybe you're lifting their head. So if you lift up too much or they're fighting against you, that's not going to work. So you make sure you're using support. Like I said, a bed works really well so they'd be completely relaxed. So another problem sometimes is that if you lift too far up into the neck. So one problem would be you don't get into the neck enough and then you slide off. Another problem could be if you're lifting too high, now the neck's extending. Sometimes that can lead to some joints getting irritated. So we want to avoid extension by lifting up just enough to lift the skull, then pull back. Another good thing if there's a lot of pain going on is maybe to warm up ahead of time. You can use a heat pack on the neck or go for a walk or do some light exercise beforehand before you do the traction. Makes it sometimes tolerate a little bit better. So again, this is a really good stretch. Helps with a lot of neck pain. Easy to do at home. Partner helps a lot. Just make sure you start slow. If you have any pain, stop. Let us know how it works for you and ask any questions in the comments below.